What's happening? What's going on, everybody? This could be the most exciting NBA offseason ever. It could be way more than just a LeBron James sweepstakes. A number of future Hall of Famers could also be on the move. Disgruntled stars could force their ways out. Some teams may look to ship out big-name players for pieces to rebuild. You never know what's going to happen, and there's a lot at stake. Here are 10 NBA stars likely to get traded in the offseason. Otto Porter. So you already have John Wall and Bradley Beal as the two big stars. Both men take up a lot of money. John Wall said the team needs to add more pieces. So you think about it, Porter is kind of overpaid and won't get them to that next level. They need to ship out Porter's contract. It's a chance to gain a big ticket free agent instead. The Heat and Mavericks and the Raptors are all good fits for Porter. Tyreke Evans. 2017-18 was his best year since his rookie season. He was absolutely a key piece to the Memphis Grizzlies, but now the team needs to rebuild. Evans would bring back multiple picks to a young roster. A dozen teams could all make a play. The Grizzlies need to secure more first-round picks, and Evans isn't the only veteran who may be traded out of Memphis. A dozen teams could all make the play, and the Grizzlies really do need to secure more first-round picks, so Evans, he might be on his way out. Cue the transition. Wesley Matthews. Matthews is a really good all-around shooting guard. He's a dangerous outside shooter, but the problem is that the Mavericks are horrible and they need to sell him. You're going to get a great package for him. You get let's say it's a three-way trade. It could work. He's on the wrong side of 30. Now it's time to trade Matthews. I think maybe a team like the Cavs could make a play, with or without LeBron, honestly. Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, his first season in OKC was a bit of a bust. The Thunder need to re-sign Paul George, and if not, they'll need to replace him. So Anthony could be dumped to a bad team who could afford his contract. Now, I know I just said bad team, so don't get offended, but like the Wizards, the Raptors, the Spurs, or the Lakers kind of make sense to me. Marc Gasol, three-time All-Star, longtime face of that Grizzlies franchise, but the team is awful now. It's time to start moving out all of the veterans. Gasol is still absolutely productive. He's a force on defense. Pretty much any team would want to have a presence like Gasol on their team. How about uniting Powell and him in San Antonio? Just a thought. Kemba Walker. So he was an all-star in 2017 and 18. He's a 20-plus point per game shooter in his last 3 seasons. He's one of the league's absolute top point guards. The Hornets could get a major pick for him, possibly even in the top 10. He could get another selection and maybe 2 roster players on top of it. The Cavs, Pacers, and Timberwolves look like some pretty good fits. The Hornets are nowhere close to competing. They need to just trade him now and get that big haul in return. DeAndre Jordan, his player option is this offseason. It's really hard to judge his market right now. Yes, he is a great rebounder and a strong defensive player, but he's not quite a superstar. Never really lived up to be a superstar, did he? He probably won't get the money he wants. Opting in and being traded really does make the most sense. The Clippers already moved on from Paul and Griffin. They're ready for a rebuild. Lots of good fits out there for him. Kevin Love. Whether LeBron stays or goes, it's absolutely time to trade Kevin Love. If LeBron leaves, they trade Love and they rebuild. If LeBron stays, you trade Love for a better supporting player. He's really not contributing enough to push Cleveland and to complement LeBron. Maybe bottom feeders like the Kings, Suns, Knicks, or Mavericks make a play for him. Andrew Wiggins. He's good, but he's not really a great player since being acquired in 2014. He hasn't completely developed as much as people would have hoped. KSTP News in Minneapolis said he's unhappy being a third option with the team. The T-Wolves already, like we said, the third option. They already have Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler. Shaking up the core may make sense because they could land another superstar in return and really get their way to the next level in this league. Kawhi Leonard, there's so much rumored tension with the Spurs and Kawhi. He's limited to 9 games this season with a quad injury. Tony Parker took a shot at him, saying he played through a worse quad injury. The Spurs reportedly held a team meeting to bring him back. So obviously there is some form of beef, and even with Pop and management, who knows? Honestly, he's a fantastic player, so there's a good chance that Kawhi stays with the Spurs, but there's also a decent chance that he gets traded. He may be tired of that Spurs way, and if he gets traded, they will be looking for a lot in return. What other NBA players do you think are likely to get traded this offseason? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.